Yeah, man, this is on ground. Hear it. Live.
Welcome. If you're a new viewer here, be sure to click the subscribe button and also click the bell icon so that you'll be notified about videos uploaded from this channel. The topics that we'll be discussing today: Badman shoot up Franklyn Town Police Station as reprisal for LESA, drugs for gun trade worth over 17 million seized, plus several other updates. Viewers and subscribers, we're going to start off with the updates, so let's get right into it. The 15-year-old boy who allegedly shot and killed his 6-year-old cousin on Monday in a shooting incident in their yard on Darling Street, Savalamar, Westmoreland, was formally slapped with murder charge late Thursday afternoon. Deputy Superintendent Adrian Hamilton, the officer in charge of operations in Westmoreland, that the teen who fled the scene in the aftermath of the shooting surrendered to the Freeport police station in Montego Bay on Wednesday, accompanied by his lawyer. However, while the youngster, who is a high school dropout, has surrendered, the gun he allegedly used in the fatal incident has not yet been located. The accused refused to provide the police with any information about the whereabouts of the weapon. The boy only turned himself over to the police with his lawyer and not the weapon. Hamilton said the police have received leads as to where he might have been hiding shortly after he committed the murder, and the particular location, and the owner for that location have been placed under police radar. Reports are that about shortly after 2:30 p.m. on Monday, the accused was in the yard at 105 Darling Street playing with an illegal firearm when a shot rang out and hit a 6-year-old. The toddler was later found with gunshot wounds to the upper back. The alleged shooter fled the scene while the toddler was rushed to the Savalamar Hospital by his uncle. He was pronounced dead on arrival. A relative of the accused boy told our news team that the youngster has a troublesome history and was not under parental control. He reportedly dropped out of Grange Hill High School based on behavioral issues. His father worked on a farm in another section of the parish and does not come home regularly, while his mother left the community some time ago and did not return, the relative said. Hamilton told our news team that since the start of the year, 17 juveniles have been arrested for criminal activities. Poor and non-existent support system and structures, as well as bad parenting, are just some of the factors that drive these juveniles down the wrong path, Hamilton said. A search has ended for 30-year-old Jamaican Jessica Edwards after her body was found yesterday in a river in Connecticut in the United States. Edwards, who lives in Connecticut, has been missing since May 10, a day after having a special family dinner with relatives on Mother's Day. She is a mother of a 7-month-old baby. Curry shrimp is my sister's favorite meal and I prepared it just for her, the woman's sister said. She was in high spirit and she was rather excited and pleased with the meal. She was on the verge of graduating from college and we were all excited and happy for her. As a matter of fact, the entire community of South Windsor loved her very much. Her disappearance was rather strange and suspicious, and we had been praying and hoping for her to return home safe, Yannick Edwards said. Edwards, who at the time of her disappearance was attending Manchester Community College in Connecticut, was studying to become a therapist, and an uncle of the deceased, Paul Young, in an interview with our news team on Friday from his home in Portland, Jamaica, said that it is a very sad time for the family, as relatives had been praying for a different outcome. We are hurt by the new development and we are puzzled that anyone out there would go to the extreme to hurt her like that on such a quiet and friendly person, he said. It is never easy losing or coming to terms with the loss of a loved one, and this is really devastating for my family, both here in Jamaica and abroad. We are now having closure after searching for more than a week and a half, but it is not the kind of closure we expected. It is a sad period for us, and we are mourning and will continue for a long time, he continued. A manhunt is now underway to locate a group of men who opened gunfire on the Franklyn Town Police Station located in Kingston West on Thursday night. The police believe this was an act of reprisal for a fatal shooting in the area hours before. The police said officers were forced to defend themselves when the station came under heavy gunfire. The police took them on, but so far we have not yet held anyone. Senior Superintendent of Police and Acting Area Commander for East Kingston, Steve McGregor, said. There was a fatal shooting on Thursday in the day where a man was shot by the police and a firearm recovered. We are assuming that this was a reprisal to that because of some intelligence that we have as to the people who are responsible for it, McGregor said. The deceased has been identified as 19-year-old Tyrese Hale, otherwise called LESA. Reports are that he was killed by the police during an alleged confrontation. The Independent Commission of Investigation, INDECOM, has since lodged a probe into the incident, as residents have refused police claims. Yesterday, McGregor urged residents to be patient with the police on the matter. This is an area that I grew up in. In fact, this street, Cambridge Street. I used to live here, and this is not how people of Franklyn Town normally behave. I am plain to them. Anybody with information should contact the police. McGregor said the Commissioner of Police, Major General Anthony Anderson, was on hand to give moral support and encourage the police officers during a walkthrough on Friday. The police say an operational response to the station shooting has been warranted. Police in Portland seized ganja weighed approximately 3,000 pounds at a beach in Bryans Bay last night. The discovery was made shortly after 9 p.m. when the police, acting on information, scooped down on the beach next door to the popular Sh00t beach complex and found the compressed ganja wrapped in particles.
Between the hours of 8:05 p.m. yesterday and 11:45 p.m., a team of police conducted a search of a premises along the Sunshine Beach, that's in Port Antonio proper, where a whole fishing boat was spotted, was seen on the seashore, and 67 packages of vegetable matter. All of those packages resemble what appears to be ganja. They were removed to the police station where investigation continues. They were collected this morning by narcotics agents, and when they were sent to town, Kingston, the actual weight is 3,369 kilo, with a street value of approximately 17 million Jamaican dollars. Well, the matter, based on the quantity, we have handed over, as the Port and Division have handed over the investigation to Narcotics Branch. So from henceforth, they will be investigating it. They define, and we have cooperated with them thus far, but they will continue the investigation going forward. One thing is for sure, we are of the view that it was destined for Haiti in regards to the drug gun trade.
No one was arrested for the seizure of the ganja.